blazing is crazy.
Hello, gamers. What's shaking?
Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day. I made it. It's a later start, so I think this is going to be a shorter stream, but we're still here. Last night we arrived at the Safari Zone. Had the stream muted? For sure. Last night we got to the Safari Zone. That is where... That's where this Pokemon Center is. We're at the Safari Zone gate. Safari Zone, this is where everything is thrilling. Feel free to come by and experience the wild. So I think we're gonna do this and then maybe go do a gym battle. Oh, Pear is the lowest level. Wow. Okay. Anyway, let's go in. Hi, I've been waiting for you. What do you think? This is a brand new Safari Zone. By the way, I just had an idea. Would you like to take the owner aptitude test? Right on, let me explain how the test works. It's very easy. All you have to do is to catch one Geodude at the Safari and show it to me. They're in the grass closest to the entrance. It shouldn't take long before you catch one. Good luck. Okay. Hi, is it your first time here at the Safari Zone? Yes. At the Safari Zone, you can enjoy a Safari game where you are given 30 Safari balls to try to catch Pokemon. When you run out of Safari balls, the game is over. When you see a Pokemon, you can choose to throw bait or mud. If you throw bait, the Pokemon tend to stay, but will become more difficult to catch. If you throw mud, it will become easier to catch, but the Pokemon may flee. Have fun at the Safari Zone. I'm sorry, but this can't be used yet. Warden Baoba has a great plan for this machine, or so he says, but even we don't know what it is. It's a secret. I'm clicking A on this, and actually nothing. It's a decorative sign. Usually these say something. Fascinating. How did practice go? It went well. Thanks. Thanks for asking. This is the reception for the Safari Zone link, or should I say, is going to be. We're still not ready. Please come back later. There's some multiplayer stuff with the Safari Zone in this game, which is crazy, and I've never interfaced with, but I'd be curious to see what it's like. Anyway, let's go in. Welcome to the Safari Zone. For just $500, you can play the Safari game. You can roam the wide open Safari Zone and catch whatever you like. Would you like to play? Yes. Awesome. Go and have fun. Did you finish your spreadsheet? Okay, if we open the menu, we have 30 Safari balls. Do you still have a step limit in this one? I don't remember. For the moment, yes, your spreadsheet is done. Nice. No step limit. Honestly, goated. Goated for that. HeartGold still silver. Great choice. Okay, I think we maybe have enough Oran berries now, but I don't want to fully run out. So maybe I'll plant 4 more. And then I'll probably be good. But we might even have enough for the milk tank at this point. But that should be plenty. Best Safari TBH. So this might be the Safari Zone I've spent like the least amount of time in my life, to tell you the truth. I guess I'm good. I gotta catch a Geodude, but I don't know. I don't really know what's in here either. I could change my mind, maybe, instead of, because I've been planning to do, oh my god, Wobbuffet. I've been planning to do Safari Week this year in Fireleaf Green. But I could stay in this game if this, I don't know. I think it entirely depends on if a Pokemon that I want is available in this Safari Zone. You spent more time in the Friend Safari than any other Safari. That would have been true for me, and then I spent like a lot of time in the Fireleaf Green Safari Zone. But now that you mention it, I did probably spend a lot of time in the X and Y Friend Safari. There's a Geodude. One sec. There's Wobbuffet in here. Where... I'm trying to remember. Where do you even get Wobbuffet in Johto normally? I can't even... Mount Silver, maybe? I don't know. We got a Geodude. Okay, maybe now that I caught that, maybe I'll just leave, because we're doing like the tutorial stuff. Maybe we'll just do everything. You still have Safari Balls left. Leave the Safari Zone? Yes. Okay. Do I have to have the Geodude in my party? Yes. Is there a PC in here? There's not. Okay. Fine. What's up, Maiko? Your Soul Silver playthrough is healing something in you? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad you're having a good time. Where are you in your Soul Silver right now? What's your progress? We can put Apom in there for now. You just beat Morty and you did a full overhaul? So what's the team look like now? After the overhaul? Oh, wonderful. You've caught a Geodude. You've passed the first test. Huh? Didn't I tell you there are 2 tests? That's right. Becoming an owner is not that easy. The second test is, well, I'm still preparing for it. I'll let you know once it's ready. You need to wait just a little. I'll call you at the Pokegear. True. He's not actually. Okay, well, never mind. Let's go get Apom again. Girafarig Dratini? Where'd you get a Dratini? Pokewalker? Magby also? Yen Mega? Hell yeah. Very cool. The gambling store? Oh, you can buy Dratini. Ah, naruhodo. Okay. Cool. Girafarig, Dratini, Magby, Yen Mega. What a squad. Okay. Well, then never mind, I guess. If Baoba doesn't have anything else for us yet, then maybe we'll just go in and see what we can catch. I don't think I can... I can't do this yet, so... we'll just play like normal. What's up, Warlock? Nice to see you. Okay, So we found Wobbuffet. I mean, I guess if I saw a guy that I don't have yet, then maybe I should just stay here until I can catch that guy and then move on. Just hopefully Wobbuffet isn't like a chancy situation. And it doesn't take like too long. Hi, Toaster. Oh, there's another one. Okay, cool. That's good. You're here. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Toaster, are you also playing HeartGold Soul Silver right now, or are you more focused on catching that Suicune in Fire Leaf Green on your Switch? Portal co-op night canceled. Bummer. How was practice? It was good. You're locked in on Suicune. Fair enough. Practice was good. We have a show next week, so we just ran through this set. What a treat. It's the Thursday night late night Caprio stream. What's up, Matt Tam? Folks, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Who'd you practice with, TJ? Quick late night TJ practice. I actually, next week, Matt Tam, oh shit, a Magneton. Next week, Matt Tam, I have a back-to-back, because I assume Tuesday we have a honeymoon practice. Next Tuesday, right? And then after that, I have another TJ practice. I assume we have a honeymoon practice next Tuesday, right? You ready to restart HeartGold Soul Silver or your plat run you stopped at Veilstone? It's up to you, whichever. I'd love to have you join us in Johto, but if Sinnoh is calling, then by all means. We caught a Magneton, the magnet Pokemon. 3 Magnemite are linked by a strong magnetic force. Earaches will occur if you get too close. A real HeartGold came into work today, so tomorrow you'll finally be buying these damn games. Hell yeah. That's exciting. An honest to goodness HeartGold. Okay, I would still like to get a Wobbuffet. Now that I know that it's here. We got a Magneton. That's kind of cool that you can just get an already evolved Magneton. It's a little unfortunate that you can't evolve Magneton into Magnezone in this game. You have to do it in Diamond Pearl Platinum. It's a shame. It's a shame you couldn't just like evolve, like level Magneton in like Mount Silver, and that did the trick for Magnezone if they wanted to keep it for like post game or whatever. And Leafeon and Glaceon not being in is very weird. There could have been a Mossy Rock in Ilex Forest. There could have been a Icy Rock in the Ice Path on the way to Blackthorn easily. I don't know why they didn't do that. It feels very strange. I hope it wasn't financially, I hope it wasn't a decision based on like, this is gonna make people want to buy the Sinnoh games if they didn't already. You know what I mean? I hope it's like genuinely, I hope it was just an oversight or something. But even at this point in Game Freak's career, I feel like they wouldn't let something like that slide by. Small things you'd like to see if we got a new version of HeartGold Soul Silver? Yeah. When pigs fly? Alright, Wobbuffet. Any day now. Any day now, Wobbuffet. Pear put in extra effort. Do 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 do. Wobbuffet no longer exists. There are no Wobbuffet. Hi, Liv. Welcome in, nice to see you. You think Porygon 2 is going to be level 22 and Z is going to be 44? Cool. Do you split the difference between the starter levels and the, what did you say, the Larvitar levels or something? That seems fair to me. Also 22 for Porygon 2. That's on brand. Okay, we're in business. This watermelon is great. If any one of you haven't had a watermelon lately, do yourself a favor, get one. You know, Mo was just saying recently, she was like, I think I'm gonna buy some watermelon slices. She was like, do you like watermelon? I was like, yeah. Who doesn't like watermelon? It's great. Wobbuffet, the patient Pokemon. It hates light and shock. Relatable. If attacked, it inflates its body to build up its counter-strike. Counter-strike. Counter-terrorists win. Or whatever the guy says. Okay, we got Wobbuffet. Let's assume that's all of the encounters for this biome of the Safari Zone. Oh, we got water. Okay. Oh my god, it's Murkrow. Wow. Cool. Don't run. Thank you so much. Do you guys ever throw mud or bait in here? Or is it just balls? I'm never throwing mud or bait. Hypno? Okay. Throwing mud? I'm just asking. I'm not saying that I do it. I'm asking if you guys do it. You would never throw mud? Okay, well, we failed a Murkrow and we failed a Hypno, so off to a great start. Another one? What is that option there for? Mud makes it so a Pokemon is easier to catch, but they're more likely to flee. And then bait does the opposite. You assume they got pissed and would bounce? But if they don't bounce and they decide to stay, then allegedly they're easier to catch. But what would piss me off is, like, I would much rather throw a ball and then have a chance at catching the guy than throw either other thing and have them run away anyway, and then I just didn't even, I didn't even take a shot at that point. Anyway, these are impossible to catch, I'm learning. Centret. I'll catch a Centret in a Safari Ball, unless of course it runs away. Yeah, we can't even catch a Centret, so... This is awesome. Well, I definitely want to get a Murkrow and a Hypno, because they're new. Especially a Murkrow. I'm sure I could probably find... I'm sure the Safari Zone isn't the only place for some of these guys. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe some of them are only available here. Because I think they did add a bunch of encounters that weren't in the original games here. I'm good on Drowsy, so that's fine. There's no step limit in the HeartGold Soul Silver Safari Zone, which is very nice. Big fan of that. I am gonna run out of balls before that would have happened, I think. But whatever. I assume in Soul Silver, this would be where we would find Misdreavus instead of Murkrow, I think. Running out of balls? I went to the Dairy Queen ball pit, Toaster, and everyone knew you. The what? The Dairy Queen ball pit? You guys know Dairy Queen? Old Dairy Queens used to have a ball pit. Your Dairy Queens have ball pits? We had a Dairy Queen that had a ball pit when I was like a kid, and then it no longer had a ball pit because it was extremely unsanitary. Our McDonald's play place also had a ball pit. Both of these places had a ball pit. Again, when I was like a baby, like a child, I went to a handful of birthdays, like birthday parties before they were finally like removed. Yeah, I gotta be so for real. The Dairy Queen play place was barely a play place, but there was a ball pit, and there was like kind of like a jungle gym thingy like above the ball pit. Some like stuff you could like climb into and whatever. The McDonald's play place where I grew up there was one particular McDonald's that had the play place. It was serious business. They had Game Cubes. They had giant fucking hamster tubes, but for children. They had a big ball pit. It was, I gotta be so for real. It was pretty incredible. I'm glad I was alive and that age when that was still like around. I'm sad for the children of today who didn't get to experience it. God, I can't catch a Murkrow to save my life. I'm learning. Anyway, it was pretty sick. You only ever saw a ball pit at Charles Edward Cheese Gambling Emporium? We don't have those here. So, McDonald's and Dairy Queen kind of picked up the slack, I guess. Burger King 2? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to remember, honest to God, if our Burger King ever had a play place. I think I've seen Burger Kings that, like, they still have some of the, like, stuff on the outside of the building or whatever, but like that, like the remnants of what used to be a play place, you know what I mean? I don't know that our Burger King from where I'm from ever had a play place. I don't remember. But our Dairy Queen and one of our McDonald's definitely did, and they were awesome. Hypno the Hypnosis Pokemon. When it's very hungry, it puts humans it meets to sleep. Then it feasts on their dreams. Crazy, Hypno. That's pretty weird, bud. Anyway, at least we got Hypno. Can we get a Murkrow? We got Sentret. We got Hypno. Can we get a Murkrow? We have 8 balls left. Can we get a Murkrow in these 8 balls? Not to mention, I can still surf and fish. Hypno is ready for the freak end. Hypno's working for the freak end. Everybody's working for the freak end. It's the freaking weekend. Well, almost. We got one more day, and then it'll be the freaking weekend. Unless your weekend somehow starts on a Friday. Rip. It do be the weekend warlock? Maybe for some of you. Not for all of us. Mattiam, do we have a honeymoon practice next Tuesday? I know we have one Saturday, but do we not have one Tuesday? You got a 12-hour shift tomorrow. Oof. That's a long shift. You don't know about Tuesday? Okay, I'll ask Saturday, I guess. We have 3 Safari balls left. Can we catch a Murkrow? At least Murkrow, it seems, isn't rare. Which is nice. But apparently its catch rate is literally 1. Come on. Thank God. Okay. All right. Murkrow, the darkness Pokemon, feared and loathed by many. It is believed to bring misfortune to all those who see it at night. Taking out the trash at night. Okay, what if we surf? Okay, we don't need to catch fish. Anything else in here that's new? That's not fish? That's a different fish, but still a fish that we have. What about if we... What if we fish? Not old rod. Good rod? Good rod. You need to find people to hire that can do trade-ins. I can do trade-ins. Fish. Okay. Assuming there's nothing new that we can fish for. You'd hire me? Hell yeah. I feel like working with you would be a blast. You're out of safari balls. Game over. Damn. Okay, let's go again. You confused why he didn't want to jam tomorrow? He said he's busy. He's got like 2 things on the go. Hydrate. Cheers. I'm out of Dr. Pepper. I drank it already. I'm always out of Dr. Pepper. It's tasty. I drink it. What about Gatorade? You're right. I could go get a Gatorade. Huge. Yeah, okay. Twist my arm. I'll go get a tasty beverage. Don't mind if I do. Gatorade. Hell yeah. Tragically, right now, all you have is water and alky bevs? Is that short for alcoholic? Wanted to grab something else from the store, but work ran late? Devastating. You know, water's pretty good. Water's pretty sick. Do love a Gatorade, though. I gotta be so for real. Pretty good. It's true. Water is nice. Obviously. But yeah. Some to be said for a tasty beverage. I get that. Golduck, the duck Pokemon. 5'7". I'm the same height as a Golduck. That's weird to think about. When it swims at full speed using its long webbed limbs, its forehead somehow begins to glow. Me and Golduck have the same build, actually. You know, Dilbs said I was 4'2", and you're gonna believe Dilbs? One time, Toaster measured me in Pokewalkers, and I think determined that I was like 7'9" or something. Like tallest man on earth. Or maybe like 6'5" or something, like quite tall. Dilb sent you a picture of a nice hair. Like a nice hair. Like a bunny rabbit? Why would you disbelieve Dilbs? Because Dilbs is not trustworthy. Like the freakish long rabbit. Okay. That's nice and all. But Dilbs is not to be trusted. Don't let him fool you. Okay, I think maybe we've caught everything here. Maybe if we surf there will be something different. Maybe because this is like a marsh, there will be like, I don't know, Poliwag? Yes, I cooked. But of course we have Poliwag already. You think I'm trustworthy and he has mischief in his heart? His heart is entirely made of mischief. He loves being mischievous. It's his favorite activity, is being mischievous. Okay, and then what if I fish? He wanted help figuring out side quests to send his friends for Pride Month. Yeah, I told him that they should eat some Skittles, watch Brokeback Mountain, and then 100% Celeste. What do you think? Have I completed any goals? He didn't give me any side quests. He asked me for what? He asked me what side quests he should give, and I don't feel like I'm even allowed to weigh in on this, but I took the opportunity. Those are pretty good. You think you were thinking too hard? I thought about it for 2 seconds. And I was like, what are the 3 gayest things I can think of? Skittles, Brokeback Mountain, Celeste speedruns. Okay, and hit send. And he loved it. He was like, these are great. Thank you so much. The other day, Dilbs was like, do you want to read Moby Dick with me? And I said, absolutely not. For a number of reasons, chief among them, I don't read books. Dude's missing out on a classic. I got the gist. Captain Ahab. fist fights a whale or something. Whatever. It's probably pretty good. I'm good, man. I got Pokemon to play, okay? This is fun. It's like a taste of the Great Martian Sinnoh without it being like annoying. That's cute. Do y'all have a favorite book? Or a series of books? We never talk about books on here. Probably because I don't read. But maybe some of y'all read. The Outsiders? What's the synopsis on The Outsiders? What's the elevator pitch? Oddish? You know what, actually, I should probably catch a couple Oddish for the same reason that I had to catch a couple Poliwag. Coughing! Oh, coughing is not new, never mind. Your favorite book is the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky guidebook? Good answer. Family Feud, entire family of people clapping? Good answer. Steve Harvey nodding in approval? Good answer. You really like reading manga? Yeah. That's book. That's a book. Don't let anyone tell you that manga's not a book. That's a book. Never mind, we don't have to catch Oddish. We can catch Gloom. We can just catch like 3 Gloom. And then we're chilling. Oops. Gloom, the weed Pokemon. Someone tell Snoop Dogg. What appears to be drool is actually sweet honey. It's very sticky and clings stubbornly if touched. 14-year-old pony boy Curtis and his gang of working-class greasers in 1960s Oklahoma. When a deadly... Did you copy-paste this from somewhere? When a deadly rivalry with the wealthy Sox leads to a fatal stabbing in self-defense, Ponyboy and his friend Johnny must hide out. There's always a friend named Johnny. The tragic aftermath forces both groups to confront their shared... I'm going to assume that says humanity. Warlock, you're reading a book called Nevada right now that Emma recommended. It's been pretty good. You're too high to explain shit? Fair enough. Most of your other book reading is like D&D related. Fantasy schlock? Hell yeah. Warlock, have we ever talked about the Adventure Zone? Are you a fan of the Adventure Zone? You haven't watched it, but you're familiar with its existence. You're not opposed to looking into it. It's just a lot. Well, it exists in 2 forms. One is a podcast, and the other is graphic novels. And the series of graphic novels is The final issue of the first Adventure Zone story is coming out this year. I do enjoy the Adventure Zone a lot. Sometimes I wonder if it's because I am a fan of the McElroys. I think it's a mixture. I think it's both that I like them as people, and also I think it's a good story. And I think Griffin McElroy does a really good job making that world. You read a lot of philosophy and psych and physics. Holy smokes. Those are all things that start with the letter P. But there's smart things that start with the letter P. Pokemon also starts with the letter P, but it's not a smart thing. Therefore, it is not valuable. Or so I've been told. Just kidding. I have something in my eye. Anyway, I don't make time to read. Mo reads. Mo's a big reader. Mo loves books. You're very impressed when people remember stats and all the mechanical ins and outs. Pokemon is very brain oriented. Yes, I agree. I was being facetious. I would like to catch this Gloom, please. I know we caught 2. God damn it. I would just want like 1 more. And then I think we've got enough for that whole line. Used to read way more in school. Yo, yeah, 100%. You've been actively trying so hard to make more time for it lately. I think that's true for a lot of people. Because when they're not in school anymore, then they don't make time to read anymore. Finally caught all the Hoenn and Sinnoh sound Pokemon. Congrats. Great work. That's a big old check mark right there on the to-do list. You would read multiple books a day, and it's just hard to prioritize anymore. Yeah. Time to run to bug contest. True, it's Thursday. We can do the bug contest. Maybe we'll take a break from the safari next time we like run out of balls, unless I catch this Gloom and then we move on. This third Gloom is being a thorn in my side. Damn, I can't use my finger on the touchscreen on this particular DS. It's like I kind of have to use my stylus, which is fine. You've not had time to sit down and play HeartGold Soul Silver, but you plan to possibly after your work cycle this weekend? Nice. Oh yeah. You've been very much prioritizing HeartGold right now. Fell so far behind in Diamond, and you don't wanna in this. You cannot recommend the DSi XL stylus enough. The one that I have came with the DS. I can't tell if it's an original stylus or not. It might be like a third-party situation. I don't know. It's fine. It does the trick. I've, you know, like most of us have like lost many styluses over the years. For what it's worth, with the Gen 4 stuff that we're doing, like, I feel bad that that y'all feel like playing these games is like time sensitive. Feel free to like if you know, if you had like a Sinnoh game playthrough of like Diamond or whatever, or Platinum, that you feel like you like missed the boat on or whatever, you super didn't. You know, you can like feel free to go back to that. You don't feel pressure, you just really enjoy the community and the parallel play. Yes, that's fair enough, I guess. Like maybe there's gonna be some time between phase 1 and phase 2. So the plan, if you're unfamiliar, or I guess if you haven't maybe heard the plan in a while, the first 2 games that we did were Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time. Just happened to bump into you guys. I know, it was great timing, I think, for us to be playing this game when you were, I assume, Wayne, you were just like looking in the HeartGold Soul Silver category on Twitch. Anyway, so this is the 3rd game. HeartGold is now the 3rd game in phase 1. And the final game of phase 1 is going to be Pokemon Ranger 1. And we're going to play that, and then we're going to get Manaphy. And then that's going to be it for phase 1. So phase 1 is going to be playing through each of the one of the 3 or 2, one of the versions of the 2 Gen 4 mainline games, plus one of the versions of the Gen 4 spin-offs. And then we're gonna have a little intermission, and then we'll start phase 2. And phase 2 is basically gonna be doing it all over again, kind of. So game 1 of phase 2 is gonna be Pearl, and then we're gonna do Explorers of Darkness and Soul Silver, and then the second Ranger game, which I keep forgetting if the second one is Shadows of Almia or Guardian Signs. I can never remember for the life of me which is second and which is third. Anyway, so there will be more opportunities to come back to Sinnoh or come back to Johto or whatever. And there will be other games even that if you don't feel like playing along, maybe you could return to a game that you previously started. Like if you don't feel like playing through Ranger, maybe you can pick back up with your Diamond playthrough or something. You're playing Diamond while we were dungeoneering. Yeah, perfect. You really need to see if you can find some Gen 2 obsessed people like you that aren't just doing Nuzlocke and challenge runs. That's the trouble. There aren't many people who are kind of just playing these games normally and like trying to complete them, honestly. So it's nice that we can. I would like my community, in fact, to be that. I would like, and not that I'm certainly not the only one doing it. Like Johnstone, in fact, Johnstone's made a career out of like beating these games and like doing the Pokedex and stuff. But then he's also done shiny hunting, and that's fine. I would love to have like a community of like people who like complete these games. I think that would be sick. Ribbon mastering, I think, is like right alongside, because ribbon mastering is just interfacing with like basically every aspect of these games, which is so cool. So I feel like the ribbon community is like right on for the same sort of stuff that we're doing. You want a ribbon master so bad? Wayne, you gotta ribbon master at least one Pokemon. It's the best. Not that I've done it. I got all the ribbons on 3 Pokemon in Generation 3, but then the next step for them is Gen 4, and so on and so forth. But I'm taking, you know, we're not gonna get to them. We're not gonna get them up to Gen 4 for another like while. Wayne, what were you saying about Tamahiro? Oh, you're just recommending Tamahiro? Discord is behind Patreon, but she has videos for 100%ing Pokemon games. Yes, she has long, extensive, thorough guides for how to prepare and then complete the first 3 gens so far. Ribbon mastering is so close to what you're interested in, you cannot wait to ribbon master your Gligar if you ever get it. Would it be acceptable to skip the GameCube games? Yeah, I mean, you could, whatever game, like if you caught a Pokemon in HeartGold, sorry for the promo. No, you're fine. It's not promo. It's a recommendation. That's not promo. I mean, maybe it's promo. I don't care. Whatever, having a Ribbon Master does not mean that you get every ribbon that is possible on a Pokemon. You only get however many ribbons are possible for the specific Pokemon that you catch, if that makes sense. So, if you get a Pikachu in Gen 3, then obviously you can get all of the Gen 3 ribbons on it. But if you get a Pikachu in Gen 4, well, the Gen 3 ribbons aren't available. So you don't have to worry about it. But that doesn't mean that you can't still ribbon master that Gen 4 Pikachu. You know what I mean? Logan just put a PNG of Love Disc just loose, which is, it's a big power play. Check general. No, I did. I saw it immediately. It's hard to miss. Check general. Like, it's not like it's useful if someone requests a webcam Pokemon and it's like a specific image. It's useful if they put it in the Discord. This is just the #1 search result when you look up Love Disc. Anyway, whatever. I'm not mad about it. All right, everyone say so long to Corbeau. Say hello to Love Disc. Logan's favorite little fish. Actually, second favorite fish, I guess. Relicanth, I think, is Logan's favorite fish. Check general, and it's just like Love Disc's key art. I think Love Disc vapes, probably. I just get the vibe that Love Disc vapes. Oh, Clefairy! Oh, I hope that we catch that now, and I hope that's not rare. You're quitting? Quitting what? We got it! Hell yeah. Sick. Clefairy, the fairy Pokemon. The moonlight that it stores in the wings on its back apparently gives it the ability to float in midair. Oh, you're quitting vaping since Love Disc does? It's like reverse. It's like a reverse celebrity endorsement. This is a fun biome. What else is in here? Anything else that's new? Maybe Jigglypuff? Perhaps? Perchance? Meryl! We don't have Meryl. That's nice. Logan, do you ever try to get all of the gold symbols in the Emerald Frontier? Do you think that's something... No, I know you haven't. I'm saying, do you think that's something that you'll ever do? Meryl, the aqua mouse Pokemon. The tip of its tail, which contains oil that is lighter than water, lets it swim without drowning. It's like a life jacket. Aw. Or no, it's like a buoy. It's like a buoy. If you get a real cart, you'll do it with in-game stuff? Hell yeah. I want you to just play Emerald. We talked about this. I want you to just play a normal playthrough of Emerald so bad. You really wish there was an official way to get Gen 2 Mons to 3. You'd love to Ribbon Master your Stadium Prize Gligar. Did you know there's an unofficial way? Someone made like a physical machine that lets you trade Gen 2 Pokemon to Gen 3. Did you know this, Warlock? There are very few that exist. I'm wondering if this person is going to try to like patent it and then try to sell it. Because I think they like made a prototype and sent a handful to some YouTubers. Maybe to test. It's pretty sick. You couldn't care less on emulator? Right, because if you're going to do it, you want it to be like the genuine experience. I feel that. I wonder if they ever put Colosseum on the Switch 2 GameCube collection, or if it's only ever going to be XD for some reason. It's so fucking weird to me. You saw there's a few different ways to do it and it's cool, but something about it not being official feels like you may as well just PK Hex. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I mean... Okay, night Logan. Damn, Logan left a love disc and then ran. It was like a drive-by love disc. Want you to keep an eye out for another emerald for you. I can give you a bootleg if you want, but if not, you'd be down to scope out a real one. I feel like the price of that would be a big consideration probably, because emeralds gotten quite expensive. They come through work decently regularly. Do you ever check the save files for Pokemon when you get a Pokemon game traded in? Well, I haven't seen another Clefairy, so maybe Clefairy is kind of a little rare to uncommon maybe here. Maybe we got a little lucky. Oh, there's another one. I'll try for a second one while we're in the neighborhood. Rip. That's fine. Oh, you dump the save with your pocket. And then do you check it later? That's cool. I didn't know you could dump a save with a pocket. That's nice. Okay, final biome, at least that we have access to currently. In the Safari Zone, see if there's any other new Pokemon in here. Haunter, actually. Also, the time of day might affect the Safari Zone. I assume it does. If we're seeing like Haunter and Murkrow, and maybe even also Clefairy might be a nighttime Pokemon. Nice. Haunter, the gas Pokemon. In total darkness where nothing is visible, Haunter lurks, silently stalking its next victim. Crazy. Can I headbutt trees in the Safari Zone? Do I not have headbutt on anybody anymore? That's the Pokedex. Do I have... I feel like Slowpoke still knows headbutt. You can't use headbutt in the Safari Zone. Ah. The more you know. Oh! Hang on, Murkrow and Misdreavus are not version exclusives. I guess they just are in Diamond and Pearl. My bad. Okay. That was fast. Hell yeah. You have to test the cards, so you test them on the pocket and then dump the save to check for anything cool later. So far you've got nothing of note beyond the shiny Ponyta on Pearl. That's still pretty cool. Misdreavus, the Screech Pokemon. It likes playing mischievous tricks, such as screaming and wailing to startle people at night. That's fucked up. The shiny Ponyta has been chilling on the ranch. Hell yeah. Speaking of the ranch, behind me, we just hit 250 Pokemon deposited on the ranch, thanks to Haley. So I think when I leave the ranch tonight, she's gonna be like, do you want to upgrade? So that's nice. Rip. Okay, well there's Haunter, there's Misdreavus, there's Ghastly. I feel like there's maybe 4 Pokemon. Like there might be like one other rare encounter in here maybe? Question mark. Man, Nightbot goes crazy, huh? I got 4 balls left. Well, maybe we can find one more guy. Another Haunter? I mean, if I caught a second Haunter, then I could just trade that one for a Gengar. Come on. Nice. Be a friend. Be a pal. Nope. Oh. 2 more chances. One more shot, unless of course they run. All right, let's see. One more Haunter. I'll give it one more ball, obviously. Let's see how this goes. Not even a wiggle. All right, I think that's good for the Safari Zone for now. I think we got most of the guys in there, maybe. You've momentarily returned. Welcome back. What's up, Tiffany? My Clefairy is adorable, don't you think so? I always sleep next to it. It's so fluffy and warm. We had to battle a wild Mareep a while ago. My Clefairy came close to fainting. Isn't that awful? I hate those nasty Mareep. Any good Safari finds? We got... Yeah? I'd say so. I don't know. We got Wobbuffet. We got Clefairy, we got Meryl, we got Misdreavus, we got Haunter. We got Magneton. We got a couple of Gloom, a couple of Meryl, so that's good. We can just like evolve them later. This Bellsprout and Geodude I was using for their HMs once upon a time, and this Ditto is right now the only Ditto we have. Is this box full? Yeah, 30 of 30, 30 of 30. Cool. We're on to our third box of guys. Any Safari targets? Not tonight, I don't think. I don't know. We can't, I don't know that we got everything in there. Probably not. Probably maybe some like rare encounters or some other like surfing or fishing encounters that I missed, but I don't know. We made a dent, if nothing else. But there might be a couple of things that I missed. Anyway, but I think that's gonna do it for the Safari Zone. We're gonna go do the bug catching contest. It's also the 11 o'clock hour, so I can listen for Buena's password. It's nice that the final hour of the day, they give you like one last chance for the password. It's Growl. Cool. We can do some dailies. I didn't do my apricorns today. I think it's inevitable that, at least for me, that I kind of like fall off doing my dailies all the time. Chucky again. You can't miss your corns, man? I mean, I could go around and get them now, if you really want. I want to do the bug catching contest first, because I definitely don't want to miss that. And then, depending on how quickly that goes, maybe we can go and get our corns. You gotta be stocked up on corns. I feel quite stocked up on corns, if I can be so for real. But I would like to do the bug catching contest first, if you'll allow me. Oh, we got 5 points. So we get a protein, that's nice. Who wants attack EVs? Probably Moon Mist or Baseball. I'll give him to Moon Mist. I feel like Baseball is already pretty broken, you know? Okay. So Splorp, I think, is our pick for the bug catching contest, because Splorp has Yawn and Recover. And I'm gonna save this time in case things go south. Now the unfortunate thing for Splorp is that Splorp can get poisoned, where Crobat couldn't get poisoned, and Crobat could heal with Roost, but Crobat can't put guys to sleep, is the thing. Splorp also can't really run. I just feel like having sleep would be really valuable. You know what? I take it back, actually. I think actually being able to run and being able to not get poisoned and then still heal with Roost. So I won't have sleep, but maybe that's fine. We're gonna go in with Crobat instead, I think. I changed my mind about Splorp. Honestly, the thing that really like tipped me over the edge was not really being able to run all the time, probably, with Splorp. So the big ones are Butterfree, Scyther, and Pinsir. Any of those three I would be happy with. I don't have Weedle or Kakuna caught yet, but that's fine. Also, I guess Venonat? I might not have a Venonat, I don't remember. Yeah, when you unlock the National Pokedex, there are more bugs in the bug catching contest, and they also, like, their spawns differ depending on the day of the week. So for instance, you can get, I think, like Volbeat, for instance, on Thursday, and Illumise on Saturday. So I don't care about winning, actually. I kind of just care about catching them, so we can weaken them. Never mind, they died a bite? That sucks. I didn't think bite was gonna be strong enough. That's a bummer. But yeah, after the Elite Four, you get some other Hoenn and Sinnoh Pokemon. That's the first Pinsir I've seen. Does Pinsir live a bite? I feel like Pinsir maybe lives a bite. Hell yeah. Okay. I'm happy, I think, to take this and run if we catch it. Close. I caught a Sport Ball Scyther in my Soul Silver, I think, in the past, with the express purpose of sending it up to Legends Arceus and evolving it into Kleavor, because I thought that a HeartGold Soul Silver Sport Ball Kleavor would be pretty cool. I never did it, but I think I still have that Scyther just in my Soul Silver. Alright. There's Pinsir. Very good. I'm happy with that. I think we can just move on. Caught Pinsir. Retire. You still have 17 minutes left. That's okay. Now we definitely don't win. I'd be shocked. We came in second. I'll take it. I think we get an Everstone for coming in second. Dawn, who also caught a Pinsir, but probably a healthier Pinsir. Yep. We got an Everstone. That's fine. I was more interested in the Pinsir. Your Scyther lost to a Caterpie? Devastating. Do you guys know how the scoring works in the bug catching contest? Are you familiar? Oh, hang on. Quick national park. No, I know. I'm asking if y'all know. how the scoring works for the bug catching contest. Top 5 song, absolutely, is gorgeous. They did a great job. You thought the scoring was based on an actually complex equation? Hang on, let me answer this phone right quick from Huey Lewis in the News. Yes, Toaster, you're on the right track. It's a mixture. I had no idea the other day that IVs were taken into account. And the main thing that I knew about the bug catching contest was that a Pokemon's remaining health was like the primary thing. The species themselves are worth an amount of points, and Scyther and Pinsir, because they're the rarest, are worth the most. And then all of the like baby guys, Caterpie, Weedle, etc., are worth the least. And then everything in between is worth some amount in the middle. Okay? So the species is worth an amount of points. And then however much remaining health, the percentage of remaining health left, you would get maximum points if they have full health, right? You would only get a single point if you used like false swipe to get them all the way down. Something I didn't know about was if I put a Pokemon to sleep, if it would affect the score, and it does not. So you can status a Pokemon to make it easier to catch. So like you could put a full health Pokemon to sleep to make it easier to catch, and that will not affect your score. So that's nice. The Pokemon's IVs affect the score. So whatever the total number is, I think like 6 stats, 31 IVs total, so 186, right? If you have a 6 IV, 631 IVs, right, on a Pokemon, then you'll get the maximum score of 186. That's not happening. You'll probably get the average of that, right? Give or take like 100 points, right, for IVs. But they just take like whatever a Pokemon's IVs are out of the total possible, and that's your score, I think. And IVs. Oh, and the level of the Pokemon. So if a Pokemon's maximum available level for the bug catching contest, like I think Scyther's maximum level is maybe like 14. So a level 13 Scyther is just worth fewer points than a level 14 Scyther. So yes, all of that combines. It's not really an equation. It's just like you get a score in all of those categories out, like a percentage of a maximum, basically. And then all of those get added up. And the highest point possible is a 6 IV full health level 14 Scyther or Pinsir. Gets you 400 points. Is the maximum amount of points you can get in the bug catching contest. So that's everything that I read just on the Bulbapedia the other day. But there's so much more that goes into it than I previously thought. I had no idea that IVs were included in the scoring. I think that's crazy because everything, it makes sense. It's like a skill-based thing, kind of. No, it's luck-based. You're still just like throwing a Pokeball and hoping, but it's, to me at least, it made more sense if the judging was based solely on the rarity of the Pokemon, which would equal like the rarer the Pokemon, the harder it is to catch, and then the more health it has, the harder it is to catch. So it's kind of like you're playing a game of chicken. It's like you have 20 balls. How much are you willing to risk using all 20 of them to potentially get a full health rare Pokemon versus, you know, using traditional catching methods to make catching a guy easier for fewer points, but at least you guarantee the catch. To me, that's the like trade-off philosophically for the bug catching contest. But the fact that IVs are a part of it, like that's not in your control. However, something to note about Pokemon that you catch during the bug catching contest is they are more likely to have perfect IVs than other run-of-the-mill Pokemon. So if you're looking for a 5 IV Scyther, getting one in the bug catching contest is actually beneficial, which is also a fun fact. Shame they never brought this catching contest mechanic back. I know. They fleshed this whole thing out in one place and then never again. You assume they're there for a tiebreaker? That's probably a good point. Yes. That's a great point, actually. But it does just bum me out that it's something that's like out of your control, but I don't know, whatever. But that's a great point. That's probably exactly the reason. All right. Cool. We got Pinsir. Let's go around and get all of our corns at the behest of Toaster. And then I think we'll just like go fight Jasmine, and then that might do it for tonight. This is going to be a shorter one, because I started late. I'm not supposed to go to Newbark. I'm supposed to go to Cherry Grove for this first Apricorn. Whatever. We're here now. Let me get Pear up front again. When you decide to catch Kyogre in a lure ball, you'll be glad you have a bazillion corns. The lure ball is green in this game. It would make more sense to catch Rayquaza in a lure ball, if anything. I'm not going to be catching Kyogre in a lure ball. I'm going to be catching Kyogre in a net ball, like a civilized person. You could catch Groudon in a heavy ball. That makes sense. That would be good. Like a civilized illegal poacher. It's not illegal, it's finders keepers. Hello? It's literally finders keepers. Throw a net over the god of the sea. You're throwing a net over the dog of the sea. And casting judgment in my direction, for shame. Hypocrite. This cat dog has it coming. You can't wait to lure ball a Quillfish. Do you have to wait to get that one phone call to get Quillfish, or can you... Is Quillfish... Do you need a super rod for Quillfish? Or can you get it with a good rod? But do you need that phone call, or is it just like way more likely if you get that phone call? You need a good rod and good luck, or the phone call. At least you don't need a super yet. It's crazy that the super rod is in the post game. Can't wait for you to lure ball a Quillfish. Hell yeah. You can use swarms in the post game to get them 40%. One heart scale, please. Nope. They hate me. Oh, it's Thursday. Arthur's over here. Something happens if we talk to Arthur a second time, right? I'm Arthur of Thursday. I'm the second son in a line of 7 siblings. I've been lied to. Or is this like a... Do I need to like beat the game first? Damn. Didn't I talk to him last stream? No. Do I need to find all of the siblings first? Question mark? So far I've only found him and Monica. You do need to meet all 7 first. Okay. All right. Well. I haven't really made looking for them a priority, but I do know there's a place that maybe gives some direction for, like, there's a place in-game that kind of, like, gives you an idea for where they all are. So I think I'm just going to wait until we get there. And then maybe I'll keep more of an eye out for them after that. We might, I'm growing 4 oranberries. We might have enough oranberries to heal this cow. It's a Gurn apricorn. Nice. It's Cameron. I'm a sucker for a photo op with my squad. Hell yeah. There's gotta be something in this field, right? There's no way there's not something in this field. There's a PP up in this field. Is there anything else in this field? Oh yeah. An X attack? That's less exciting. Is there anything else in this field? Oh. A nugget! That's worth it. I think that's everything. That's everything. All right. That's oranberry number 2. 3. Miltank became a little healthier. Okay. 4. Getting healthier. 5. Gaming. Miltank became totally healthy. Yay. Shocking. I really want to give you some seals, but you don't have a seal case. But don't you worry. My sister can can give you one. Thank you. Moo Moo's totally healthy again. I'll give you the seal case for your trouble. Nice. You can customize your Pokeballs. Worth it. A healthy Moo. It's brimming with energy. Aw. Moo Moo's totally healthy again. I'll give you these seals for your trouble. Nice. Great. How'd you like my Moo Moo milk? It's my pride and joy. I'll give it to you for just 500. I will buy a dozen. Hell yeah. That's the best potion, I would argue, in the game. You fixed our milk tank. Now it gives Moo Moo milk again. Here's something for your trouble. Oh. Team 83. Is that Torment? Oh, it's Natural Gift, not Torment. Huge. Okay, let's we have some more apricorn stuff to do. Where else? We did all this. Oh yeah, east of Ekritique, there's those 3 all side by side. We have to surf and cut for them, but I mean, we have both of those, so that's no big deal. If y'all had to play a Pokemon game blindfolded, which one do you think you'd be most likely to succeed at? X and Y? Wow. That's a crazy pick. Dude, X and Y and X and Y literally has Lumio City. Absolutely not. You're getting lost for sure. Okay, cool. That's good. I'm trying to think if there are any other apricorns up this way. There's a black one that I need surf and cut for also, I think. That's only 1. I think it's just... I can go to Goldenrod. But he doesn't know you beat X and Y 20 plus times. That's a lot of times to beat X and Y. Why'd you play X and Y so much? Gotta be one of the ones with the bump noise. The bump noise would be critical for sure. You would need to bonk. Absolutely. I guess actually it's just like a green one over here, right? Which isn't really... You played it a ton growing up, love Gen 6? I mean, don't get me wrong. I think X and Y are great games. I haven't played any Pokemon game 20 plus times. So like, that's a lot of times. You think with practice and cave memorization you could do gold, maybe? You don't think it would be easy? Well, no. I don't think it would be easy. But like, do you think you could do it? You're a little crazy? I respect it. I think I could play Emerald. I think I could beat Emerald blindfolded. I think I can. I feel quite confident about that. That's a lot of water. No, they're all straight lines. From Lily Cove to Moss Deep is a straight line. From Moss Deep down. You know what? Now that you mention it, getting into Sutopolis would probably be the hardest part of that whole thing. But at least, yeah, from Lily Cove to Moss Deep is a straight line, like to the right. From Moss Deep down at least to like Evergrande City is like down and then right, and that's basically like a straight line. Down and then left to Pacific Log is a straight line. Sutopolis is not a straight line, though. Now that you mention it, Sutopolis would be tough. I'll admit that. That would I'd probably have to figure out a way to like count steps or something for Sutopolis. Anyway. Any diving? Maybe. A few days ago, I was trying to catch a wild Abra. We went down to the wire, but it ended up getting away. I really should have had a bunch of Pokeballs ready. Yeah, dude, Abra tends to do that. Holy smokes. Well, okay, I basically used all of my friend balls, and friend balls feel more like generally useful. I haven't used a single love ball yet. Let's get some more friend balls. I haven't made any level balls yet, but red apricorns are like kind of rare. Okay. Let's take stock right quick. We did all of the fights in the Whirl Islands zone without actually going into the Whirl Islands. I don't think there's any trainers in the Whirl Islands. We beat Chuck, so the next gym leader for us is Jasmine. We did the route to the west of Cianwood on the way to the Safari Zone. We caught a bunch of Pokemon in like every zone in the Safari Zone. We don't have anything else to do with Baoba. We did the Lake of Rage. So I think my two choices right now are I could go to Mahogany and do the Team Rocket stuff, or I could just go fight Jasmine now. I think I'm just gonna go fight Jasmine. And Jasmine is, I think, just gonna be hard, and that's fine. If we beat Jasmine, that unlocks strength, and then we can go around and do strength stuff, right? I'm gonna use Splorp against Jasmine. We're gonna give Splorp charcoal. Oh, I can also get seals now that we have the seal case. And I don't think I've ever done this in HeartGold Soul Silver. Like, I don't know that I ever even... I maybe healed the Miltank like once. I feel like I definitely did it in like Crystal. I don't know that I ever did it in HeartGold Soul Silver. I don't know that I ever got the seal case. But I certainly have never gotten seals from this NPC. The V seal. The song seal. So she just gives you like random ones, huh? Like she gives you the letters at random? That's interesting. It's, dude, this is the unknown game and they don't have the like unknown letter seal NPC. The seal case just isn't that good. No, for sure. It's like it's a novelty. It's a novelty of Gen 4, but you know, it's kind of a pain. Like you can't put your guys in the PC if they have seals on their Pokeballs. It's just like a weird, like that just makes it annoying. So now I'm not gonna interface with it. Anyway, Splorp, how you feeling? Feeling strong? Splorp is holding something. In fact, a big scale. Nice. Okay, Jasmine has no trainers. At the doctor's with Muesli. Hope everyone's all good. Hello from me and chat to Muesli. Jasmine uses steel type Pokemon. She's trying to hide her tenderness behind her steely coldness. I knew you'd come here. Thank you for helping the gym leader, but battle is a separate matter. Go for it. I know how capable you are from the lighthouse. It's time you showed that side of yourself to Jasmine. Good luck. Okay. Odds are this goes south. How? I'm just gonna try this fight before I ask the question that I'm thinking of asking. We're just gonna see how this goes. Thanks for your help at the lighthouse. This is different. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm Jasmine, a gym leader. I use the Clang. Steel type. Do you know about the steel type? They're very hard, cold, sharp, and really strong. I'm not lying. Check general for the accessory for Love Disc. Not the pink vape. Oh no. Logan's gonna see that in the morning and he's gonna be like, wait a minute. What have they done to my boy? Okay. Kids, we do not condone vaping unless it's funny. I like that the vape is basically the size of Love Disc. That's pretty funny. Just had this really bad cough after having pneumonia. That's brutal. Yeah, rooting for you. You're cracking up. He's gonna be furious. He's gonna be so pissed that you would make one of his favorite Pokemon vape. All right. Okay, Jasmine. You should probably be the 7th gym leader instead of Price, but here we are. Magnemite is level 30. Okay. That's not too bad for Splorp. Hit him with the Thunderbolt. This is gonna do like 70% to Splorp. That's gonna almost kill us, in fact. Jesus. Well. I think that's a bad sign. That right there is a bad sign. Even that did like a chunk. Thunderwave. That stinks. Jasmine, I thought you were a steel type trainer, not a electric type trainer. I want to see something real quick. Oh. I was like, maybe Slugma is like a level or two away from evolving into Magcargo. Slugma doesn't evolve into Magcargo until level 38. Which... I mean, we would then become neutral to steel type attacks, which I don't love. I'm just noticing that part of my bottom screen is like cut off. Does that fit? Oh, it's close. Sorry. It's so close. Like one more pixel or whatever. That's pretty close, I think. That's in there. Okay, don't touch that. Leave that alone. More like make hard stop. Yeah, you're telling me. Make hard stop is right. Like, I don't... Other than Splorp, I just simply don't have anything for this. Hang on. Does Splorp learn a move? Also not. Oh no. Okay. Genuinely, I don't think, like, if Splorp can't even deal with a Magnemite, asking if a Jodamon learns a move. Yeah. Honest to God, I think I have to do the Team Rocket stuff, actually. You get Ember and Tackle and you'll like it. I think I have to do the Team Rocket stuff. I would love to get Strength. Because if we get Strength, then Biscoff gets, you know, something cool. I just like, I don't know that truly I don't think I have the, I don't think we can do it. I don't think I have any TMs, maybe? Can anyone learn Dig? This could be my saving grace. Biscoff can learn Dig. That can't be. I don't think it's Dig on Biscoff, surely, right? No one learns Drain Punch. Yeah. Oh boy. You know, actually Biscoff with Surf would be really nice for the Steelix. So it's really just like, can I get through these Magnemites? Splorp just like, it took so much from that Thunderbolt. I mean, we could cheese it pretty easily with items. For sure. I just don't love that idea. Maybe Moonmist can secretly game. We got a Silk Scarf. So maybe Moonmist can secretly game Biscoff. What is Biscoff? Biscoff is holding a Shell Bell. We can give Biscoff... I think we got a Mystic Water. Yes. Okay. Splorp has Charcoal, Pear has Miracle Seed, Baseball has Sharp Beak. I think if anything, Baseball should probably have... We could give Splorp Choice Specs. Hang on a minute. We could give Splorp Choice Specs. I think I'll just give a Shell Bell, I guess, to Baseball. We can give Splorp Choice Specs? What's my favorite Pokeball? The Premier Ball. The Premier Ball for sure. And then maybe also the Friend Ball would be like my second pick. Okay, let's give this a try. Premier's your number 3. I know you're a fan of the Dusk Ball. And then what's the other one? Luxury Ball, maybe? I do also like the Luxury Ball, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, Moon Ball. Good pick. Good pick. Okay. That's not terrible. Whatever. Can this do like less than half? Of course, we get full parried. And then it was a roll. Okay. Okay. I mean, Ember from here does get this first Magnemite. As long as this doesn't crit. Or para, full para. Actually, it's just a roll? Are you kidding? There's just a chance Splorp doesn't even live a Thunderbolt. That's devastating. Oh no. Let's try that one again. Because Jasmine just has the two Magnemites and then the Steelix, right? That's her team. 2 Magnemites and then Steelix. I don't remember what level the Steelix is, but it's like a bit higher than 30 for sure. Okay, let's try this again. Nice. Big crit. Okay, no... Oh, she heals this, actually. Okay, well, if she's gonna heal, then I'll heal also. Cherry Berry. So that crit doesn't really matter. I guess it... I don't know how many potions she has, but maybe if she just had the 1 hyper. You love that I'm using Miltank? In this fight, or in general? Ooh. Maybe we can get the full para. Nope. Maybe Friend Ball, maybe Sport Ball. There's something cool about the Sport Ball, especially before it was like craftable. Miltank use in general? Hell yeah. Miltank's great. I have 2 full restores. I could just sack Miltank, and then because of the paralysis, Slugma would outspeed and then knock out. Never mind. Okay, this is huge. If Miltank can get rid of the first Magnemite, and then hopefully Splorp now can get rid of the second Magnemite, I think Miltank probably goes down to this Thunderbolt. That's fine. Now can Splorp live a Thunderbolt and then one-shot this guy with Ember? Oh, they went for Thunder Wave. No full para, please? And then does this one-shot with Choice Specs? Yes, it does. Oh, the crit even! Unreal. I think we might get Steelix with Slowpoke. Slorp, it's 35. That's I thought that actually the Steelix was going to be like 37 or something. I accept 30. Oh, if we could hit a Yawn? Oh, of course, we're Choice Specs, LOL. I think we're dead to that. Oh, Splorp! Splorp! Come on! Choice Specs Ember. I'll take that damage. I don't really want Splorp to go down if I can help it, actually. Let's go pair. Let's go pair and then reflect, maybe. Yeah, I think setting up a reflect against this guy is probably important. I don't remember if this thing has any of the fangs. It just has Iron Tail, which I think is just going to be a billion damage. Yeah. Honestly, what if we just Magical Leaf? It's special. She heals. With Citrus. She misses Iron Tail. That's huge. If she hits us again, she hits us into Overgrow. And then Magical Leaf will kill. She missed again. Do you think she has another Hyper? I'm gonna bet no, she only has the one. And I hope I'm not wrong. But maybe... Oh, she Sandstorms! Crazy. Oh, she does heal again. Okay. The sand might put us down into overgrow. There goes reflect. I have to set reflect up again. Pear might go down. But Pear did great work. Okay. But now Biscoff, I believe. Do I yawn? I think I just go for it. I think I just let it rip. Screech is so scary. So we no longer have reflect now, basically, for Biscoff, but maybe Surf does a billion damage. It does pretty good damage. We resist this. Hell yeah. We did it. Genuinely, I thought that fight was going to be impossible. We got a little lucky with Miltank against the Magnemite, I think. Hell yeah, well done. 4,200. Nice. You're a better trainer than me in both skill and kindness. In accordance with league rules, I confer upon you this badge. We get the mineral badge. Can we use strength? I think we can use strength. Please take this too. TM 23. Is that... Oh, it's a TM for Iron Tail. Okay. I don't know how to say this, but good luck. Can I use strength? Who would I teach strength to on the squad? Probably Miltank, I guess. Well, Biscoff can learn it. In fact, a few of them can learn it. But it probably makes sense for Moonmist to have it. Aplum can learn strength! My goat! It's the greatest HM friend of all time. Aplum can learn strength. Holy smokes. Did you know? Okay, where can I strength? Mount Mortar. Union Cave. We'll do that first, I think. No, Slowpoke Well, obviously. Slowpoke Well, we can strength. Okay. Let's take the specs from you. And we'll give you back charcoal, probably. And we'll give baseball sharp beak. Very nice. I might chill on Splorp holding the experience share for a little bit. I think I'd like to get the rest of the squad a couple levels higher than Splorp. But what we can do, now that we can strength, assuming we can now, I hope it's Jasmine's badge. Zoob. Hell yeah. We're gaming now. You have a Suicune question? What's up? Calm is a good nature for a stall set? Let me double check what calm is. Calm is plus special defense minus attack. I believe that's what my Suicune is in Gen 3, is calm. So yes. Raises SpDef, lowers attack. Yes. Yeah, if the goal is stall, absolutely. Particularly in Gen 3, where the super effective types against Suicune are grass and electric, and both of those are always special moves. So if your Suicune is specially bulky, even special grass and electric type moves that are super effective aren't actually that bad because Suicune is so bulky. It'd be like if Blissey was like physically defensive and was only weak to fighting, you know? It's different Gen 4 onwards when you can start hitting Suicune with like Leaf Blade and Volt Tackle, whatever, but like when all of those attacks are special and Suicune is especially bulky, it's like so hard to kill. Pressure also combos with the whole stall strategy. Like pressure, toxic, protect, leftovers, broken Pokemon. I firmly believe that Suicune is like the ultimate like 1v1 machine. It's outrageous. Okay, we're in the basement of the Slowpoke well. You know, well, I'll be. Am I right? Am I right, gamers? With your calm netball Suicune, you'll be so ready when Emerald comes to Switch VC. Hell yeah. You're already preparing for the Emerald Switch Battle Frontier? Does this mean you can get Lapras tomorrow? Yes, I can get Lapras as of 7 minutes ago, now that you mention it. And I won't be streaming tomorrow, so yeah, I guess we can go get Lapras now. Barboach. TM18 Rain Dance. Nice. That's appropriate for Slowpoke well. Thank God it's Lapras. TGIL. That's what all of my coworkers are posting on Facebook. TGIL. The Lapras of unimaginable joy and whimsy and friendship. Hell yeah. There's a guy. Why does it let me surf back here? Just to waste my time. The Friday Lapras of joy and whimsy. You know not of true joy and whimsy unless you've met the Friday Lapras. We love Lapras. It's like I love lamp, but I love Lapras. Yes! There's Golbat down here. Ooh, you know what I should buy, actually, is, escape ropes. Can't escape? Please. Let me out. I'm waiting to see Slowpoke's moment of evolution. Through observation, I made a new discovery. A Slowpoke with a King's Rock often gets bitten by a Shelder. Here, I'll share a King's Rock with you. Huge. I'm going to be like Slowpoke. I'll wait patiently so I can see one evolve. We got a King's Rock. Huzzah! At long last. Crease. We've seen that before, I think. Biscoff, what do you think? How's it feel to be back home? Biscoff gazed surprisedly at the rock. Biscoff started to yawn, is almost yawning. Almost. Never mind. Biscoff seems very happy. Nah. Yeah, let me go buy a couple escape ropes, I think. Also, I don't think I've been in a mart in a little while, and there might be a few things for us. Hyper Posh. Okay. A choice scarf? Okay. Some Kebia berries. I think we had some of those already. A muscle band. Awesome. That's a good item. Payapa berries. That's it. Mom was going crazy. Escape rope is like watching a podcast with ad blocker. Sometimes it's nice to be able to leave a cave quickly. Just stick around in the... This seems pointed. You woods dwellers. Yeah, this seems pointed. I can't believe I'm being cyberbullied right now on twitch.tv. Unbelievable. Okay. I think I would still like Pear to be up front. If we walk in some grass with Pear right quick, and we talk to Pear. Pear is splashing around in the wet grass, and you don't like that? I forgot about these apricorns. Or no, is it a new day? It is a new day. Because we did the apricorn stuff. Oh, so my balls would be ready. Already my balls would be ready. Let's just go talk to Kurt again while I think of it. I'm not going to go around to collect all of the apricorns before talking to him again. A, because we just did it, but B, I have like a lot of pink ones already. So he can make like, I think it's like I have like 15 pink apricorns, but he just gave us more friend balls. That's great. But now he can make like 15 love balls. 17 love balls. Jeez Louise. Okay. Man, they gave us so many items. Our mom got us choice scarf, muscle band. Huge. I'm very low on repels. I maybe should have bought some of those also. That's okay. The ones we have might be enough to get us to the Lapras. You know who else bought a muscle band? Your mom. Wow, we're mom twinning. Look at us. Oops. I feel when the regular show bit falls flat. I'm so sorry, I haven't seen that show. I understand there's a blue jay and his friend the raccoon, maybe? Am I close? That's pretty much it? Okay, cool. And a muscle man who says my mom? Look who it is! It's the Friday Lapras of Joy and Whimsy. TGIL. Lapras, if you could be... Listen, one of my favorite things about you is that you're blue. If you could be purple, right quick. I wouldn't be mad about it. Not purple, that's okay. I don't think we get Cartoon Network as a channel, but we definitely get a bunch of Cartoon Network shows just syndicated through our own Canadian channels. Like we never had the Disney Channel, but all of the Disney shows were on a channel called the Family Channel. Okay? We used to have Cartoon Network, so apparently I'm a liar. But for me, Wayne, I feel like a bunch of the Cartoon Network shows were on Teletoon. And Nickelodeon shows were on YTV. You know what I mean? The Family Channel? That's where all of the Disney shows were. That's where I watched Life with Derek and Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Yeah, I feel like Teletoon got Cartoon Network shows and YTV got Nickelodeon. Like YTV had SpongeBob and Fairly Odd Parents, and then iCarly and Drake and Josh, like all of the Nickelodeon stuff. And Teletoon had, I didn't watch Teletoon as often, but Treehouse made you the person you are today. Hell yeah, W Treehouse. I had the Berenstain Bears theme song stuck in my head the other day. Anyway, Lapras. Lapras. How do you solve a problem like a Lapras? Maybe Biscoff. You would have been a Teletoon kid? Max and Ruby and Tupi and Binu still live rent free in your head? I definitely remember watching Max and Ruby. Tupi and Binu might have been like after my time, maybe? Or I just never watched it. I don't remember. Lapras's sprite, like its expression in Gen 4, it kind of has some like, I don't know, like it's like what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, it's just like, I feel like Lapras is usually like more chill, maybe. It is sassy, that's a good word. Sassy is a good word. Probably after my time. Yeah, perhaps. I remember watching Dragon Tales on Treehouse. Timothy Goes to School. Berenstain Bears. Did we confuse? Oh, it snapped out, okay. You stopped watching the channel but kept the DVDs and used to use those growing up as a background light at night since they'd have automatic 10-second countdown every time the episode selections would finish. For Tupi and Binu, Timothy Goes to School deserved another season. It felt like a longer show. Does that show only have one season? That's hard to believe. Timothy Goes to School sounds like a fake British show. It was a real Canadian show. So was Jacob Tutu. Jacob Tutu was a show about a young boy who lived in Montreal. Jacob Tutu was awesome. I mean, we could netball Lapras. We could friendball Lapras. Lapras is a friend. So glad to have a Canadian friend to talk about this with. Hell yeah. We talk about cartoons not infrequently. They come up. If Matt Tam is here, cartoons come up pretty often. Just like remembering shows. Wayne, we were talking about Spider Riders the other day. Do you remember a show? I think it was on YTV. It might have been before your time. But do you remember a show on YTV called Spider Riders? It was kind of anime. And the characters would ride on like armored spiders. Lapras, the transport Pokemon, they have gentle hearts. Nah. Because they rarely fight, many have been caught. Their number has dwindled. It looks right up your alley. Okay. You'll look into it. Spider Riders, like, unironically might have been my first anime. Unwittingly, you know, I think I watched Spider Riders before YTV ever had, or at least before I was like, I think like Spider Riders was on like, well, actually, that's probably not true because I forgot that fucking Pokemon is an anime. So never mind. Pokemon was probably my first anime. You can't wait till next Friday to catch another Lapras. Does the Friday Lapras respawn or is it a one-time thing? Is there a Lapras every Friday? Yours was Pokemon Yokai Watch, never got into Bakugan or Yu-Gi-Oh! Bakugan was pretty cool. Every Friday it comes back? Hell yeah. I didn't know that. That's nice. It respawns. Okay, guys. It respawns. Okay. All right. After 6 weeks, we could have 6 Lapras. It okay. Okay, guys. Thank you. My Hoppip and I are getting more in sync with each other, but you know what? I still haven't caught Rattata. It's getting beyond frustrating. Okay. My condolences. Alright, cool. Get me out of here. We caught the Friday Lapras of Joy and Whimsy. Feels good, man. We also have another place in here that we can use strength. Gotta get one weekly every Friday. It's gonna be part of the like HeartGold Soul Silver daily checklist is, oh, Friday, gotta go get a Lapras. Them's the rules. Uh-oh, that's a dead end. I'm washed. I remember one time, I think I was watching YTV. It was like Saturday morning during their like, you know, Saturday morning cartoon block, right? And I think, I'm trying to remember the name of the show. Oh God. It wasn't. It was an anime. Genuinely would like 52 Lapras on your master save. One for every week. What the fuck was it? Ugh. It wasn't Xiaolin Showdown. What the fuck was it? That's gonna drive me nuts. It was like a Naruto adjacent kind of show. You loved Xiaolin Showdown? That show rocks. You know, Xiaolin Showdown, actually, what year did Xiaolin Showdown come out? Because Xiaolin Showdown might have had the bald kid protagonist before Avatar did. Ultimate Muscle? I don't think I'm familiar with Ultimate Muscle. Early 2000s anime on YTV. Is there a year here? Oh my god, Monster Rancher. Oh, hang on. This is definitely 90s if this is Powerpuff Girls, Sailor Moon. Oh, Mona the Vampire. Hell yeah. They had Mona the Vampire and Buffy the Vampire Slayer on at the same time. Incredible. They had Digimon at 4:30 in the morning? Sorry, I'm looking at a schedule of YTV. There's no year. Oh. I'm looking at this schedule of YTV. Trying to find the show that I can't think of the name of. But this is still crazy to look at. I guess actually, if it's anywhere, it's probably in here. This looks like it was Saturday morning. From 6 a.m. Monster Rancher, Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Digimon, SpongeBob, CatDog, Rugrats, the Wild Thornberries, the Flintstones, the Jetsons. Batman Beyond, awesome. This I think is like too early though for when this show was on. Hang on, what are you guys talking about? Shum removed the 1 month follower thing? No way. We got a raid. You know, Spencer was talking about it the other day. Oh, we got to raid Shum. We gotta finally talk to Shum. I was prepared to play the long game. We gotta talk to Shum. Oh, Reboot? Wayne, do you remember Reboot? He just went offline? Fuck. He's playing hard to get. I can't remember the name of this show. I'm so sad. Or what if I do early 2000s shonen anime? Mid 2000s? Oh, in there. Okay. No, yeah. I can't think of it. It's gonna drive me nuts. I'll think of it like in the middle of the night and I'll just shout it into the Discord. Not Samurai Jack. No, anime. Reboot was cool. It was like Naruto? No. No, it was like Naruto adjacent, so it was like starring a young boy. Oh! Hang on, I just saw a picture. Hang on. Shaman King. Do you guys remember Shaman King? During its run, the 2001 adaptation of Shaman King saw incredible popularity. You fucking love Shaman King. Okay. So anyway. I was watching Shaman King on a Saturday morning on YTV. And I was watching it in the living room. And my mom was in the living room. And I think she misheard. Because there's no way that they would have let this through to air. She thought she heard a character say the word prick. She thought she heard a character call another character a prick as like an insult. And she was like, turned the TV off and was like, you're not allowed to watch that show anymore. And I was like, I didn't even know that was a bad word. This is the first time hearing of it. What do you mean? Anyway. So yeah, but I forgot that it was called Shaman King. I'm glad I saw it in this article. And apparently, allegedly, whatever this article is, 10 best underrated 2000s anime every fan should watch. Number 1, according to this writer, Shaman King. There you have it. It was a 4Kids. No, I think she definitely misheard something for sure. But she was just like, I'm not taking any chances. Anyway. Sorry, that was gonna drive me nuts if I didn't remember. I didn't know how to describe him. I was like, young boy, Naruto adjacent. That's not helpful. You lost Dragon Ball Z because your mom thought they were Super Satans? Oh, that's kind of funny. They're going super what? You thought Shaman King and said there's no way? I mean, always take the guess. You never know. But we got there. We found it. It wasn't until the recent 2021 series was released that interest in the series was sparked once again with the positive reception of Shaman King 2021. So did they like redo it with a new... Did they like remake it or something? Just a couple years ago? I should get... Oh, for real? Yeah, I should get back into Shaman King? Yeah, actually. It's something it's been like... It's like haunted me since I was a child because I wasn't allowed to watch it. I guess it would have been out before Naruto, now that I think about it. It was in licensing hell, and then it got republished, finished, and 2 sequel series have come out. Okay, cool. For better or worse, my my show as of late has been watching Ludwig and Michael Reeves travel through China. So I've been watching Tip to Tip China, if you're familiar. And I only have like a couple videos left. And that's been my show lately. And Nietzsche Jiao, or Nietzsche Joe. Nietzsche. Is it Jiao? I'm gonna go with Jiao. Nietzsche Jiao. Been watching Best in Jest. Is that a game show for comedians? It's Joe. Joe Mama. Got him. It's a game show for 2 YouTubers, Commander Connor and Professor Lando. I'm unfamiliar. Best in Jest. Okay, so we took this top route previously to get into one part of the Runes of Elf. But there's a bottom route down here that we need strength for. Hello, Vulvapedia. Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Nice to see you. How was your stream? Thank you, thank you. That's very nice. Okay, so now we can get to this part of the ruins, I guess. Gaming. You're doing some TID resets in X and hunting Volbeat. Any luck with Volbeat? What does it say? Water. That's the best I got. No, that's okay. That's okay. Run it back next week. Almost to 9K. It'll happen soon. A 10-legged Pokemon that swims on the bottom of the sea and eats plankton. You got Swalot's dex number in X? Swalot. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Swalot? Show me Swalot. Swalot before or after Skitty? It would be after. It would have to be after, right? Or one of those Pokemon? Is Swalot's Pokedex number like 300 and like 310? Close. How close? 317. Dang. Thought I had it. That's okay. That's cool. So did you name that file Swalot? Bum, bum, bum. That might have already been. No. I have 3 left. Gaming. You will 100% be hunting Gulpin for your badge quest? Hell yeah. That's only fair. You can't see the TID until after you name yourself? That makes sense. Maybe you'll do a TID reset for your final master crystal. Yeah, get one that you're like, get one that's cool. That's fun. Well, thank you again for the raid. I'm just playing HeartGold normally. Okay, so if I want to get back to that chamber, I don't know what it means by water, but I'll figure it out at some point, I'm sure. Wanted to return the raid love since you always appreciate when people raid you, of course. Well, thank you very much. Where was the one? The one down here said light. One of the other ones. Was it the top one? That says escape, right? Escape, okay. So, escape? Oh my god. Petraberry, huge. Oranberry, is it just one of each? Heal powder, okay. And energy powder. Alright, that's not bad. Our clan engraved words in this place. Our clan engraved words in this place. Hell yeah. Okay, did that use my escape rope? No, it did not. Those are engraved words. They're not lying. They did engrave words. Is that unknown Q? It kind of looks like a key, you know? Is morning 3 a.m. or 4 a.m.? Are you asking, like, when morning starts in the video game? Or are you asking, like, what do I think, or what time do I think morning starts? Mechanically? Okay. I think 4 a.m. It's like 4 a.m. to 10? 10 seems late, but maybe it's 4 a.m. to 10. When can you level this Eevee one more time? Oh, true. Okay. That's one chamber. Can I get into another chamber? I guess I can surf, but that one is for flash? I guess I could just go get Bellsprout. That's fine. Quick rock smash check. You got a Yanma encounter? Hell yeah. A revive, we take those. That's nice when you find like Yanma or Snubble or whatever. Even when they're at their really low percent. Bellsprout. Bellsprout does not have Flash, but we can teach it Flash. But I don't think I ever taught it Flash, actually, now that I think about it. But it can learn Flash. Rock check. Ah. Never mind, I don't have Apom. LOL. Ay, ay, ay. Ba-da-da-ba-ba. How does Porygon stretch? Okay. Light. Okay. I wonder if it's just like water gun for the water one, maybe? Moonstone, huge. You're thinking it lays down and its feet float away a little? That's cute. An energy root? Cool. Okay, the Moonstone is nice. Our clan created Pokemon statue outside. Our clan created Pokemon statue outside. Did the walls say anything? No. Okay. P. Me when I'm Gigantamax Pikachu. Am I doing unknown report? Not this save. I think that'll be Soul Silver 2 is when we'll dig into that. Not this one. We're gonna do unknowns twice, basically. Once in Platinum and once in Soul Silver. So if I don't have to do it in any games, then I'm gonna skip it. I did catch one though, actually two in this save, but particularly I wanted to get Unknown F, because F is a good stand-in for like the full Pokedex, F can be there, and then we can have a separate box of like every letter. Okay. So then there's this one. I don't think I read this one is the issue. So let me go back then. Oops. F is a good mon, and it's a good emote. I wonder which unknown they did first. You know what I mean? Or maybe they just like decided on the premise before they ever made any, and then they made all of them at once. But I wonder if there's one that like they prototyped, and I wonder if that was F. And then that was like, okay, this is our like base unknown. We'll make the rest of them around the idea of this one. Okay, I don't need flash. I would like Apon back. Yeah, they might have. Like maybe they tried to do like a combo of different alphabets or different languages alphabets. Who did my emotes? I think exclamation mark artist is a command that I made, maybe. Let's see. Hell yeah. Roy Art. That guy did a great job. And was also very quick. Oh, you know what? Actually, if we're gonna do this, we're gonna go through here, I think, a couple times. Warlock, look away. Pay no attention to the screen. I think I have since found a nugget, right? We have some things to sell. A pearl. 2 nuggets, very nice. That's good. When we make a lore podcast called Runes of Alf, you're coming for you, Escape Rope Boy? No. No, go away. I mean, this first trip, I might not even be able to like do anything to get into the room based on whatever it says. I'm going to find out what it says first. I think I have a repel. Yeah, let's use this first. It does not last long, I tell you what. Oh, his lantern! His lantern on the ranch. That's hard for you to see, but trust. Top one first, I think. Actually, yeah, I can do the top one and then I can come back down, I think, to do the bottom one without having to go all the way through the cave again. Oh, no, never mind, because I fall down the thing, so never mind. I forgot. Ho-Oh? Well, I don't have that yet, so never mind. What the hell? Ho-Oh. And then the other one says water. What am I supposed to do with water? I tried using surf. It could be waterfall? It could be any move with water in it. It could be water gun, water pulse. That's terrifying. You just took a photo of your cat for an Insta story and you wanted to use a song about a cat you like. You've never done this and it knew what song you would want. It might have access to other apps that you use, maybe. But yeah, that is spooky. They're listening. Okay, Ho-Oh and water for those other two chambers. Okay, that's fine. Other places that we can use strength? Let me think. Where does strength boulder exist? Mount Mortar, for sure. Anywhere else? Is there anywhere on the way between Cyanwood and Safari Zone? I don't think so for strength. There's like rock climb. I think it's pretty much like just Mount Mortar for strength at the moment. Which I guess we can do. Def has some kind of cat recognition. Yeah, that's also a good point. Let's see what the Rage Candy Bar guy says. I don't want to upset you after buying one from me, but buying a Rage Candy Bar has nothing to do with whether I'd allow you to pass through here. Johto has many places to visit, such as the lighthouse at Olivine and the pharmacy at Cyanwood. Okay, we have done both of those things, and he doesn't update what he says, right? But I guess, I don't know. Should he remark on the souvenir shop? I feel like maybe he should, especially if there's a flag, like especially if you beat both Chuck and Jasmine, if it could set a flag for this guy so he can stop recommending that you check out the lighthouse and Cyanwood. Especially like it's right here. But maybe that's what they thought. They were like, well, you're in the same town as the guy, so maybe he doesn't have to point out the souvenir shop. But I think it could be like one extra text box from this guy. Like, or you could check out this town's souvenir shop. Yeah. Yeah, dog. The tree and sign are very suspicious for sure. I just think, I don't know, if this guy's gonna give hints for the lighthouse and Cyanwood, I find it interesting that that doesn't get updated after you've already checked those things, basically. But that's fine. That is next for us, but let's go do Mount Mortar. Now that we have strength. I'm assuming we can see more of this place with strength. I don't think we need both strength and waterfall. You know where else we can go with strength, actually, is the burn tower. That has some strength stuff. So maybe we'll do that next. In the basement. I think these will probably be the last things that we do, though, is Mount Mortar and Burn Tower. And then we'll start next stream, which will be next week, with finally doing all of the Team Rocket stuff. And then we'll fight Price. And we'll go from there. But I think that'll be the plan for next time. But I think in my own time, I'm gonna fill in my Pokedex some more with whatever else I'm missing. Continue to farm apricorns and stuff and do the bug catching contest some more. I guess just on Saturday, but you know. All that good stuff. I don't think there's anything new in here, like any new guys. So many encounters. Hey, Hugh! It's not my name. Marcus. Marcus with a K, though. That's a different guy. I mistook you for someone else. I came to explore Mount Mortar, but I got separated from my partner. Did you run into a trainer who uses a Seadra? That Seadra is really good at using waterfall. That's crazy. We got intel on an upcoming trainer. You hope his name is Hugh? I feel like we could put money on this other guy's name being Hugh. Escape. Escape rope. Geodude. You're gonna hit the hay? Have a great weekend, man. You too, Wayne. Thanks again for hanging out. Oh, I need rock climb. Feel free to keep us posted with your own HeartGold Silver progress in the Discord. Okay, I think this is the end of this room. For now, at least, until we get rock climb. A nugget? Very nice. Actually, anything hidden, you think, around here? I'm getting a call from Baoba. Sorry to have kept you waiting. I finally come up with the next test. Oh. Well, this changes things. Hang on just a minute. Is it one of these rocks, do you think? Yes, it's this one. I can't get there yet. Bummer. And that's a dead end. Okay. Okay, that might be it for in here for now, I think. I think that's a dead end. I don't remember if the middle, like if we surf out here and then go down in the middle of Mount Mortar, if there's any strength stuff or not. I can get these again while I'm in the neighborhood. Man, there's so much to do that isn't just like continue the main story, you know? I'm doing so many like side things. It's awesome. Now, are there any strength boulders down here? I feel like no. I feel like I don't remember seeing any, but I could be wrong. Safari Zone is a huge enhancement. Yeah, I think I would like to do that before we go. Also, oh, but this is like a one-way thing, isn't it? This is like a shortcut. Yeah. You just meant over Gen 2? That, yeah, also true. It's a very nice addition. And then this is not to press. No, I mean, if I would like to do whatever Baoba's mission is, at least on stream, and then I can just like do it myself, or you know, catch guys myself in my own time over the weekend. Okay, I think that's it for Mount Mortar. Let's go to the Burn Tower, and that shouldn't take long. For sure, for sure. No doubt, no doubt. And then we'll go back to the zone. The Cal Zone. Now, it is a little bit of a strength puzzle. I am a genius. Why go to the cow zone? You cured the mill tank? Ha 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 ha. Team 12 taunt. See, that's funny because that Pokeball has been taunting me ever since I first saw it. Good joke. Good joke, Game Freak. +2. Wait, I could have walked around? I could have walked around this whole time? I mean, those, like, strength boulders were still in the way, but, you know. I could have walked around this whole time. Nice CB Longneck. This rock has a revive, okay. Anything else in this room? Nice. Yeah. Worth it. Anything else in here? No. Okay. Fair enough.
The glazing is crazy.
All right, back to the zone. Hosted by Carlos and Sugar. You meant to fish? That's all good. I was a little confused. I was like, did I blaze anything recently? W Gastrodon. I've been waiting for you. The test is ready. This time, can you catch a Sandshrew and show it to me? Sounds easy, right? Not really.
Yeah, I got a haircut.
Sandshrew won't appear with the current Safari Zone setting. That's where this comes in handy. This sophisticated high-tech machine lets you customize Safari Zone areas. I call it the Area Customizer. How apropos. You want to know how it works, don't you? It's a secret. Well, you shouldn't have trouble operating it. Just talk to the staff next to me. I almost forgot. I was in the middle of explaining the second test, wasn't I? You will not see Sandshrew with the current Safari Zone area, so you have to use the Area Customizer to change them. Sandshrew live in the desert. Good luck. Okay. We can get different biomes. So how about we swap out this one for... We've got plains, meadow we've got in there already, savanna, peak is in there currently, rocky beach, wetland, we've got wetland, forest, swamp, marshland, there's a wetland and a marshland, wasteland, mountain, and desert. Let's get all new biomes in there, I think. We'll get plains. We'll get swamp and marshland, I think we had already. Wasteland, I think, is new. Mountain is new. Desert is in the middle already. Rocky Beach. And then last but not least, peak we had already. Savannah? Savannah. Wow, it's very like brown and beige. That's okay. But that's sick. That's like six new biomes, probably with 6 all new encounter tables. Let's just go catch a sand shrew for Baoba. The Safari Zone areas have been swapped. Beautiful. I have a sand shrew in my PC. I want to test something, actually. Yeah, I'll waste the money, whatever, it doesn't matter. I have a sand shrew in my PC that I caught in Union Cave. Does Baoba just have to see the Pokemon, or does Baoba need to see a Pokemon caught in the Safari Zone? Let's find out. He can tell the difference. Are these guys are these guys new? I'm so exhausted. This job uses so much of your energy. You may be under the impression there's a sophisticated system to customizing the Safari Zone, right? The real truth is that it's like they had those automatic grocery stores where no one was like working there. They do it? Yeah, those dudes just like move shit around. They had those grocery stores, right? Where they were like, everything is like this sophisticated robot surveillance that can like, you just walk into the store, you pick something up off the shelf, and then you walk out with it, and it like keeps track of that. The AI computer genius does it smartly, keeps track of everything. Lo and behold, secretly, it was just like a bunch of people watching watching through security cameras all day and then doing the shit manually. But they lied about it to make it seem cooler and smarter than it actually was. That's Quasi. That is Patrick Quasi. Alright, let's go catch a Sandshrew. Does Apom does Apom have an item? No. Okay, but yeah, Baoba can tell the difference between a Union Cave Sandshrew and a Safari Zone Sandshrew. You really need your Scyther to stop being in love with this Jigglypuff. Warlock, it's literally pride. What the hell? Nice. First encounter, first ball. Awesome. And he should be kissing boys? Oh, true, you're right. That's how pride works. Heaven forbid your Scyther be Byther. I hope that means you thought it was funny. Okay, good. I can't wait for Logan to see vaping Love Disc. You did it! You caught a Sandshrew. I knew you could do it. You've passed the test. You are now the Safari Zone owner. Now I get to sit in the chair. I've always wanted to see young people playing at the Safari. I thought I might get some new ideas. That should help you complete your Pokedex. That's what I've been thinking. By the way, though you are now the Safari Zone owner, would you kindly continue to pay admission? We have our reasons. Don't be upset. I'll keep thinking about how I can make new, fun ways to help you complete your Pokedex. Go have fun at the Safari Zone. So I don't think we can place any like decorations or whatever, but we can change around the biomes, which is nice. So that's good. Cool. All right. I think that's gonna do it for me for tonight. This was already like a longer stream than I thought it was gonna be. I did get to start a little bit sooner than I thought I was gonna get to, but whatever, it probably all evened out in the wash. By this was there's a lot of variety in this one, I'd argue. We started in the Safari Zone. We went and beat Jasmine. We did some exploring and used strength in some places. We opened a couple of chambers in the ruins of Alf. Budget approved. That's basically it. I think I rhymed off everything that we did. Yeah. Let's check in with the squad, see how they're doing. Pear is level 30. What's up, Hazy Days? Are you playing on emulator or do I have a DS with a capture card? I have a DS with a capture card. Yippee. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I am just saying goodbye, but I'll be back with some more Pokemon HeartGold next week if you'd like to follow and tune in for next time. We'd love to see you again. I was just showing the squad before we take off, so you can see who we're working with. We've got Pear the Bayleaf with Magical Leaf, Reflect, Razor Leaf, and Poison Powder. Biscoff the Slowpoke, who we can evolve now. Oh, let's do that. Hang on. Let's do that. Hang on. Before we go, let's do that. I want to do that on stream, so let's do that. Give Biscoff a King's Rock. Let's evolve Biscoff before we go. King's Rock. Welcome to the Wireless Club Union Room. You may interact directly with many trainers here. Would you like to enter the room? Yo yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get my Soul Silver over here. Soul Silver over here. We got Soul Silver in the Pokemon Black and White DSi. It's a nice system. And actually, this is a great excuse. I haven't, I gotta reset my Pokewalker with this Soul Silver. Not reset it. I mean, I gotta like set out on a new trip. To like cycle the encounters. God, this is such a clean looking system. Holy. It's so nice. I never use it, but it is really nice. Connect a Pokewalker. Return from a stroll. What you walker hunting? Chingling in Quiet Cave. It's the last Pokemon I need from Quiet Cave. And then I can move on and go to a different place. Let's see if I can show this. Houndour. Houndour set out on a stroll through Quiet Cave. Is this not the A button? Oh, do I hit the D-pad? Yes. Houndour seems to be enjoying an afternoon nap. Houndour looked this way. Well, so it seemed, but its eyes turned in another direction. What date is on here? What date is on here? 3 of 3. Oh, this is 8 p.m. Found Noctowl with the Poke Radar. Unfortunately, it ran away. Damn. I thought there would be dates on here. Aren't there usually? Found Noctowl. Found Noctowl. Found Noctowl. Found Feebas with the Poke Radar. It was caught with skill. Found Feebas. Houndour looked this way. Houndour is very happy. Houndour seems a little bored. Damn. Oh, May 22nd. June 1st. This was just the other day. Okay. I haven't been using it very often, which I would like to change. Collected 4,000 watts on that stroll. Got a couple of Feebas. Got a couple of Feebas from that one. Very nice. I gotta get some Chingling now, though. So I think Houndour gets like the step bonus or whatever on Quiet Cave, I think, for being a dark type. I'm gonna bring Houndour again. I have a bunch of Feebas actually for Quiet Cave. All right, let's get back in there. Nice. Oh my god, Warlock! Warlock, you got a Honey Tree Munchlax! Let's go! That's awesome. That's so funny. Oh, I'm in the Pal Park. Oh yeah, I was doing a bunch of transferring. I remember. I remember now. I'm in Fuchsia City in Soul Silver, and part of me is like, I'm not supposed to be here yet. Who's in my party even? The squad, and then just a random Golbat. Okay, awesome. Love it. Is gold just a score, or is there a spending money mechanic you don't know about? It's just a score. I could reset everyone's score or gold back down to 0, and then we could like restart. And there's a leaderboard, so you can see. It's pretty much just a way to see like who is the most active in stream. But I've never reset it. Initially, I was gonna like reset it every month, and then I was like, I think it's actually more fun to just like never reset it, and then people can rack up gigantic numbers. That sounds more fun to me, maybe. Okay, entering the union room with my Soul Silver. I haven't tried to do wireless communication with the capture card DS yet, so, or yes, I have. It works with the Wii, obviously, so it should have no problem, right? Oh, it would have been devastating if it didn't connect to the Wii. No, there I am. Okay. Cool. That's me. Lifetime is P-Fun. Just wasn't sure you never looked into it. It's all good. Talking to Spencer. Talking to myself. Spencer has contacted you, awaiting a response from Spencer. I would like... we could draw. I would like to trade. Oh, we could mix records. Will you accept this offer to trade? I will. We're gonna trade Biscoff. This feels appropriate. For Politoed. My level 65 Politoed in a lure ball. And then Biscoff, I think, is going to evolve on this DS. I guess I maybe could have given it the King's Rock in this game. Anyway, whatever. It's too late now. Biscoff is evolving. Whoa. Whoa. Biscoff evolved into Slowking. Whoa. Huge. We're gaming. We're gaming over here, no big deal. Okay, and then trade Politoed back for Biscoff. Sick. Well, that's nice. That's going to be a nice little boost for Biscoff, and I don't think evolving into Slowking changes its like level up. It's like learn set much at all, maybe? Like it might be the same moves at the same levels. Or maybe not actually. No, because I wanted to to evolve it before like level 37 or 39 or something for a specific move that Slowpoke doesn't get. But maybe like otherwise it's like largely the same. Hell yeah, we got Biscoff. We got Biscoff back. From myself. Whoa. Okay, sweet. From what you've seen, it doesn't seem to change on trade levels beyond things the Babby doesn't get. Yes. Which is nice. It's just like a straight up boost. And then I think, I don't know, I'm just gonna mix records with myself for the hell of it, right? Since we're here. Frankly, I don't really know what mixing records in this game like does for you. But I'll do it anyway. I might show up maybe in my in the trainer house in Viridian, right? Nick. Yeah. Mixing records. Nice. Okay. That's gonna do it, I think. Right on time, Joey, right on time. I took down a Hoot Hoot in the wild the other day. It was a cakewalk. Well, I guess it can't be helped, us being so tough. Me and my top percent Rattata. It's Biscoff. Biscoff is wandering around. I think trading it reset its friendship, which I forgot about. So we can, okay. We're gonna get Biscoff some massages so we can be friends with Biscoff again. That's an unfortunate downside, but you know, whatever. You hate mixed records? Wait, why? What? How come? You hate it? Yeah, we gotta get Biscoff back to a high friendship so it's not awkward when we talk to Biscoff. Okay, but next time we're gonna continue the story by doing the Team Rocket stuff in Mahogany, but I think myself personally, I'm gonna spend some time. You could say it's a chilly reception, indeed, quite, but it's way like ahead of it, years ahead of its time. In fact, that's funny. Yeah, I'm gonna spend some time in the Safari Zone, I think, over the weekend. Okay, that's actually for real gonna do it this time. Thanks so much for the company. Appreciate it as always. I'll see you next week for more HeartGold. Maybe a bonus stream on Sunday, we'll have to see. But I think probably not this Sunday, if I had to guess. Probably not. So likely HeartGold, maybe Monday actually. I might do HeartGold Monday. Who you said Shoom was live and then is no longer live? Oh, B Park is doing factory. We can raid B Park. / raid B Park 16. B Park is doing seeded battle factory runs right now. So go hang out with B Park. Say hi, be nice, use an emote if you've got one. And I'll see you next week for more HeartGold. Bye.